And Terry, I had no idea that you had a battle with mental health. And I would love for you to talk to us of why you wanted to write this memoir, what it's about, what it means to you.
Oh, thank you. Well, first of
Mm-hmm.
all, you have to understand, the definition of tough for most men is the ability to kick everybody's ass.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And, the turning point for me, when I was a kid, my father was extremely abusive. And I mean, when I say abusive, my earliest memory was him knocking my mother out. I mean, hitting her in the face and knocking her out cold. Okay. So my whole life, I mean, one of the things people see, oh yeah, you got muscles and that. And I didn't do it to get football or to get, sports or girls. I did it and worked out because I thought one day I would have to kill him.
Oh my God.
That's just the real deal. I mean, I lived in fear. It was one of those things. My 18 years in that house was one of, man, a hairpin, trigger, anger, just anything could go wrong. And I just wanted peace, right?
Mm-hmm.
But so when I became an adult, and I was 30 years old, literally, and he hit my mother again.
Mm-hmm.
And I beat his ass.
Wow.
But it didn't do anything. See, this was the twist. The twist was horrifying to me that it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Like, tough. I was tough. I protected my mama. I did all this. He's on the ground bleeding. He's hurt. I'm standing over him and I'm in tears because I'm like, this ain't supposed to happen.
Right.
This is not what it is. And I had a crisis. When I say crisis, it was like, I think I got all of this wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
What these guys, what society and whatever is telling you that this tough stuff is about, I was like, this is not working. You know what I mean? Because the results don't work. They're not, like, you didn't fix anything. In fact, you just broke everything up. You know what I mean? Because let me tell you, most guys would rather be feared than loved.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy because that doesn't do anything but tear people down. And I said, and then, let me tell you, and then after that, my wife was like, I'm out. I don't like who you became. And I'm like, what in the world is going on?
Yeah.
And I had to revamp my entire life. I mean, my whole existence, everything from what I thought being a man was, but I realized that I didn't get these muscles to tear down. They were to build up. Mm-hmm. I didn't have, courage and strength to scare people, but it was to protect people. And I said, my God, I got it all wrong. And another thing I thought, and this was so serious because I had been, what they call it. I got all the wrong information and believed it. But I believed that I was more valuable than every woman in my life simply because I was a man. Mm-hmm. Because you treat it like that, you're the man, you're the one. And so I was above my wife. I wouldn't listen to her because I was like, but you don't know what you're talking about. I'm a man. But that's idiotic. It was stupid. You know what it's like? The phrase I like to say is like, this determining who's going to be the boss of a business by the bench press.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's great.
People be like, but you don't know anything about inventory or no, but I got the biggest bitch, so I'm the boss.
Right.
It means zero.
Yeah.
Zero. And that hit me because that's the world I was living in. Like, I'm the strong man. But my wife is that, but that was dumb. No, you can't say that because I'm the man. See, she's like, all right, bye. And I said, something is wrong. And I had to revamp my whole life. I went into therapy. I had never gone in, but my culture was a thing where if you ever went to therapy, you are crazy and you can't cure crazy. That was the whole thing. So for me, I just delved into equality. Actually, and what I realized is that because that erroneous thinking actually made me half a man. Mm-hmm. But if you realize that everyone is equal, that everyone is on the same level, you become a full person.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So
No,
it's weird. The thing I was looking for, it's almost like drinking salt water in the middle of the ocean. You want to quench your thirst, but you are killing yourself at the same time. And I had to realize, wait, I had to get that good stuff in me, the good, fresh water, fresh, real truth. And man, let me tell you something. It changed everything. And I had to write this simply because, one thing that men don't do, we don't talk.
Mm-hmm.
We don't talk to each other. One thing, I was always jealous of my wife because she could call a friend and talk about her feelings, talk about what she's going to do. And I would call my boy up. Hey, how you doing? I'm good. How you doing? Good. All right, man, I'll talk to you later.
Right.
But nobody's sharing. Like nobody's telling anybody anything. And I realized I'm not going to do that. I said, Terry, you got to tell your story. And if it helps people, then that's what it's going to do. But you got to tell it. You got to tell it all. And it got real. Let me tell you, it gets real vulnerable. It gets real into all the dirt. Mm-hmm. But I had to tell it.